guys, welcome back to Linda's Resin Room. So what I thought we would do today is make fidget spinners. So I've got a bunch of different chunky glitters. They're all holographic that I want to use. Two of these I'm going to use the glow-in-the-dark pigments. So with this one I'm going to use coral, purple, and fuchsia. And then for this one down here I'm using blue, yellow, and green. And these are all of the Let's Resin glow-in-the-dark pigments. I will link them in the description, and the link should give you 10% off of them. I can't link all the glitters. Some came from resinrockers.com. Some I have no clue where they came from. This one I can link because I know I got it off of Amazon, and I can link Resin Rockers for you guys in the description. Other than that, I don't know where the rest of them came from. The resin I'm using is the Bond Crafter resin. This is epoxy resin, part A, part B. I use 22 gram of part B and 25 gram of part A, and I have mixed it up already. I'm not putting this in the debubbler because we're going to be using a whole big bunch of glitters, and I just don't think that we need to do that because I'd have to do each individual cup, and that's just way too much. So what I'm going to do is just set some of these cups out here for some glitters. I don't know if we'll use all the glitters, but we will use some of them. I'm just going to pour a little resin in here for each of these glow-in-the-dark pigments. And I'm not going to use much. Okay. Let me get a little in each of these over here. And then we'll mix our pigments in. I've made a few of these fidget spinners for my grandbabies. They loved them. And we did some glow-in-the-dark ones. But I used, do some for glitters. I used UV resin to make them. And they turned out really, really well. So I was very pleased. And like I said, I'm just going to put some glitters in some of these. And then we will just mix them up and start putting them in here and there. I need some more cups, and I just spilled that. Just a drop, but y'all know I will stick my arm in it. And these medicine cups I can link for you guys. I did get them off of Amazon. I find they are very easy to use for when you have small amounts of resin and you don't want a large cup. And buddy, I just dripped that right out. Didn't even let it have time to stop, did I? Let's just leave what's in that one. And we'll put glitters in that. Alright, let's get us some stir sticks here. I like these little skinny small ones for this kind of thing. Alright, now I'm just going to put a little glow-in-the-dark powder. This usually mixes up fairly well. Especially the Let's Resin brand. I find it mixes up a little better than the others. I'm not using very much, but I do want enough to where it will glow. It's got enough to glow. Okay. I just broke off the top of that green. I think I did that the last time when I was making that skull, if you guys remember. And our blue. Okay. I'm just going to mix all these up very well. And you can see they mix up really well. There's no clumpy powder left. There's my blue one. And there's my yellow one. As long as I can keep them from turning over. And the green. Okay. I want to move these colors out of the way here. Now this is the coral. Okay. Now purple. There's other colors that come in this set too. There's our purple. And then our pink. Or fuchsia, I guess it is. Okay. There we go. Now, I'm just going to move all these out of the way. I'm going to start here. Now, there's little areas down in there. So I'm hoping that I don't get any bubbles. I'm just going to kind of drop it down in there and hope it spreads out with no bubbles. Kind of let it do its own thing. Okay, I'm going to come back to that one. To our yellow. It's hard to tell if you have bubbles down in there because you can't really see them. Even though it's a clear mold. Okay, we'll come back to that one. I want to do one at a time just in case I haven't mixed up enough and I need to use some of this clear that I've got over here in this cup to finish it off. Okay. I think we're going to be good though. All right. Get some yellow. They don't take much. Okay, and now the green. Okay, so that was perfect for that one. Just going to finish getting all of this resin out of each cup here. What I can get out of it anyways. Okay, and I'll clean these up in just a moment. Yellow, don't really have a whole lot left for yellow. So we had already kind of scraped it. Okay. And then the blue one. Blue one's got quite a bit left in here. I'm just going to try to put this in there. I'm going to let that blue kind of just spread out, do its own thing here. Okay, there we go. Now, next, we're going to do our fuchsia. And we're just going to do the same thing, kind of put a little in there. Let it spread a little on its own. Hopefully this will keep from getting so many bubbles. I'm just dumping them over. Okay. This one's probably going to need a backing. Because I don't think I've mixed up enough. I can mix up more though and finish filling it up. Okay, here's our coral. Just going to kind of dump the fuchsia on top of there. Try to get out as much as I can. This one I really need it. Okay. Now, the rest of the purple. Purple's really done very well. I had quite a bit of it. Okay. Let's get our fuchsia here. Let me clean off some of these sticks and get them out of my way. And throw that in the garbage. I'm going to throw the purple away. And I just dumped that stick right in that one. Told you guys, I am a klutz. Let's find another color for that one. What about? How about a blue-green? Let's just get us another cup. I'm going to take that same stick because I don't need that one. And we're going to mix that up. Now let's see if we can just maybe put it in these areas that don't have color. I feel like I need a drop right there too. Okay, he is full. And that leaves us a little bit left. I don't know if this will work or not, but we're going to see if we can fill the center up. Try to get everything I can. Okay. Now, clean that stick off. I'm going to get my dotting tool and I'm going to see if I can get this to go up in every little area and fill that center. And then we'll just put glitter around the outside edge. That way he'll be a combination of glow in the dark and glitter. There we go. Making sure there's no bubbles in those corners. Alright. Now, let's see. Let's do some silver. I need a spoon. Alright, we're going to put some silver glitter in that one. And we're just going to put some different glitters and start seeing what we can get. Okay, I'm going to put a little red glitter in this one. And I'm going to let the glitters mix. This is Resin Rockers, the final countdown. Isn't that pretty? Two scoops of that one. And this one is Barbie Girl. Kind of just a mixture of all different colors, pinks and greens and orange. Okay. We're going to do this blue-green chameleon looking color. This is a teal. Got that one. gotta do purple. And then we're going to use this Soak Up the Sun mix. It's a yellow. I think it's pretty. Okay. Now we have our glitters. Move that out of the way. Okay. I've got a hair on my finger. Now these are going to be kind of thick. And I'm just going to see if I can drop them in there and if they will kind of spread around. Hopefully this will kind of spread out on its own. I'll probably have to use my dotting tool and help it along. And the glitter does make it thicker. Okay. And I plan on just backing these with a clear. Maybe put a little sparkle or something in it. Because I want you to be able to see the color both ways, front and back. Okay. Some of them have kind of went over on the corners. Alright. We got that one done. Okay. Let's see, we have red. And I'm taking the dotting tool with this one because there are a lot of little areas right down in there, and I don't want bubbles in those. I can always top coat it afterwards, but we can always fix the bubbles, but I'd rather prevent them than have to fix them. I'm just going to keep on dumping these over. Okay. I think I've almost got this one. There we go. Here's the red. What color do we want to do with red? What about the blue? This is the blue, greeny looking color. I'm just going to dump that out there. Okay. And then let's do, I really like this one. I think this will look really pretty with it. So let me get some of that there. Now I'll get my dotting tool. I'm just going to kind of push this around to make sure I get every area. I want that little, there's a little piece down in there that goes around, a little thin area. And that's what I'm trying to get. And then all this gear part around here. Okay, got that gear. Let me go around that one. Make sure there's no little bubbles. That one spread it out fairly well. Now let's finish filling this one up. Just going to put the red glitter on there and let that kind of scatter out. Same way with this blue-green looking color. And the orange looking color. Okay. Now you can see there's a couple little areas here that it really needs to meet. There we go. Let them meet up there and have a party. Same there and there. Alright, that one's good. And we'll take all these later that's left and probably just maybe dump it down in that one. Okay. And I may not have mixed up enough to do them all. And that's okay. Alright. Let's see. This one's got a lot of little areas down in there too. So I'll be poking around on that one. Same way here. And this one's fairly thick. I'm just going to glob that down in there. And a purple. Okay. Now, I'm just going to poke around and try to make sure I don't have any bubbles. Okay. Same with the blue. I still feel like I'm going to probably have some bubbles. I hope not, but I have a feeling. Get some more of this Barbie mixture here. I think it was Barbie something, wasn't it? Okay. Now, let's see if we can top these up and kind of get it to bubble up a little bit. Okay. I'm going to use all this little Barbie mixture. Something Barbie. Okay, I'm going to throw that away. Wipe that one off. Okay, he's top coated. Alright, I've got some left. And I didn't put glitter in here. So what about some gold? I don't see any gold. Sorry guys, I didn't mean to bump the camera. 1, 2 good scoops of gold. Okay. Now we are just going to kind of dump this in here. I'm going to try to get all this gold down in there. You know what? That other spatula is going to do much better on this bigger cup. Let's get this all cleaned off. Clean this up. There we go. Get my spatula. Now let's see if we can get all this gold down in here. Okay. I think we got that. I'm going to clean that off in a minute. Now, we haven't used the shallow yet. So this will be really pretty down in here, I think. If I can get it to go down in those gears. I'm going to scrape all of this out of there. Get everything I can. Okay. Alright. I think that's about all I'm going to get out of that. I'm going to wipe that one off. And then we're going to take this and just push it to the edges. Try to get all the way up in there. Because we can always, like I said, I've got some others I'm going to have to top coat. So why not top coat this one as well? Okay, there we go. Now, we got some colors left. So all we're going to do is scrape out what we can of each one of these. And we're just going to dump it. And however this one turns out, it'll be a dump Fidget. Alright, there's that. I clean these and I throw them over there out of the way. Okay, get that greenish color, teal I guess. I really want to get all of that because it's such a pretty color. Okay, now let's see. Am I able to get anything else out of here? Is that it for that one? I think this will be it. Okay. All right. That's that. Let's clean that one off. What do we got next? Now this is a little bit of that orangey, peachy looking color that's so pretty. Okay. There's that one. Have a little red, maybe. Okay. Not a whole lot of red, is it? If I can get it to get off the stick there. It wants to hang on. Alright, clean that one off. And then I guess this is blue. So we used most of the colors, just not all of them. Okay, I'm just going to put this blue up here with the red. Okay. All right. I'm so sticky. These we didn't use. These are full. This one needs a top coat along with this one. Those are good. And then this one's going to need some more color. I'm just going to try to get that glitter to spread out and cover that whole bottom down in there. Because if I can get it to do that, then it's just going to be a top coat that we'll need to do. Okay. Now there is a little area that goes right around the center of this. And I don't know if I'll be able to get that down in there or not, but I'm going to try. It'd be great if I could get some resin to just flow through there. I think I'm getting it. Just going to be kind of slow. There we go. There. Now hopefully we won't have a bubble. Alright, and we'll let that cure up and we'll top coat it too. Alright, I'm taking these gloves off because I am so sticky. Alright guys, we'll let all this cure up, come back, top coat the rest of those, and then we'll demold and put them together. I'll see you guys then. Hey guys, so all of these have cured up. This one I had a little bit of extra resin that I had mixed up for another project, and I put this white glitter in it that's got like a red tint and things to it, and I just finished filling that one up. So what we're going to do is, if I can get this glitter to come out, because I can't get the top off to get it completely opened. Let me get me some tweezers here. If I can get that paper out of the way, then I think I can get it to pour. Ooh, glitter everywhere. Yeah, I can get it to pour better, I think. I'm just putting a bunch of that glitter in there. Now this glitter is Arteza glitter premium. I bought it and it came in this set of 6 colors. There's some pink. It's more like a rose gold, very light gold, silver, black. Got it from Amazon. Let me close it up here if I can. And it said metallic colors fine glitter. So I bought it, thought I'd try it because it has some really pretty colors. I think that'll be enough glitter in there. I know we've done chunky with everything else, but we backed this one with a lighter color. And I thought we would, or a fine glitter, so I thought we'd just back these other 2 with a fine glitter. Because where this line is around through there, you're definitely going to see this gold. Alright, now this one you'll only see it on the back, and we've already got gold in there, so that's why I did that one. I'm going to finish mixing this resin up, come back, and we'll finish pouring these up. See you in just a moment. Alright guys, got the resin mixed up. I'm not putting this in the debubbler or anything. I'm just going to pour this in here and hope we don't get bubbles. I think these are going to be really cute. I'm doing 3 different craft fairs in October, so pray for me because they're all back to back. I don't know why I agreed to do this. 3. The first one's only one day. It's on a Friday. My mother-in-law kept saying that I needed to do it. It is in a different state. It's actually where I was born and raised, but I haven't lived there in over 20 years. So I will do that one for one day, and I thought these would be great to have there. And then the next weekend, that's on a Saturday. The next weekend is a Saturday and a Sunday, and it's about an hour drive from where I'm at, which isn't too bad because of I work over that way 2 days a week anyways, and I'm familiar with some of the people, so that one won't be too bad. And then the next weekend is another craft show, craft fair, and it is a Saturday and a Sunday, and it's about an hour and a half drive. So, and I work Monday through Friday. So it's going to be a tiresome month, but I will get through it. My husband's going to help me with it, though. I don't think I'd be able to do them on my own. And I think my mother-in-law said she would help with the first one that's out of town. So that will be great. Just getting this spread over into the corners. So you know how it doesn't like to get in those corners always. I do like to dome these because of just slightly. I don't want sharp edges. Usually kids are the ones that like these little things, and I don't want a kid to get hurt. Okay. And put a little more over on this one. Tone that up slightly. I think that's good. I don't want to make them too thick because then these are all flat. They won't even need trimming, which is awesome. We do have some left, so I thought we'd do the shaker turtle. I forgot what I was going to say. Anyways, get our little turtle here. I think this is the cutest mold. I ordered another one of these because I like this one. I'm hoping the next one, the shell will fit better. And maybe you're just not meant to feel it. Just a little more than half, maybe? I don't know. Okay. This tail's not completely full. I was hoping that would kind of push it down in there. I'm going to have to give him a boost. There we go. Now we got him. Where's my butterflies? This will make gorgeous butterflies, will it not? I won't need all those. Probably only need one. Gold butterflies. These will be so pretty. If you don't have these molds, I'd suggest getting them if you make things, because these are awesome. I don't think they were very expensive. Maybe like $5 or $6 for both of them. I'll put the link in the description box for you guys. They do come from Amazon. But they're great to use your leftover resin. Little fella needs a little more. That one a little more, and that one just a smidgen more. And the resin just flows out in through there. And I don't think I've had bubbles yet on the butterflies. It just kind of flows in there on its own. Now, I didn't put glue in this glitter, so it's liable to all sink to the bottom, but that's okay too. I think we can get a couple more. That's what I mean when I say it doesn't use much. So even the smallest amounts of resin, you can have butterflies. Okay. I think we'll be able to get one or two more. I hate these paper cups. These ones are so thin. They're just horrible. They're 3 ounces, but I've got 4-ounce ones, but I don't want to waste. So I'm going to use them, even though I don't like them. And see just that little bit of resin, how many butterflies I was able to get out of that. I mean, that is just amazing. I think I can get one more. Just going to kind of let it drip drop out of its own. So 1.5 butterflies, or 1.5 of the molds of the butterflies filled up just that little itty bitty resin. Alrighty guys, that is it. We are going to let all this cure up. I will make a lid for this out of some UV resin. So let's do that now. That way you guys can see how that's done. Lord, did I done lose the top? I thought I had it sitting on him. There it is. Oh, I'd lose my mind if I didn't have it in my head. Okay. Let's see. I like to put my shelf on the bottom. And all I'm going to do, hope you guys can see that there, is I am going to put just a little of this UV resin in here. Let it flow out. And like I said, it doesn't need to be completely full. You kind of got to guesstimate. Otherwise, it's going to be too big. And that is the J Diction High Gloss UV resin. Does very well. I'll link it in the description also. I get it from Amazon. Get it in like a 3-pack. And did you see I just had a hair go right down in that and I burned it? I think I got it. I may have put a little glitter down in there though. See my glitter? Yeah. You know what? We're going to leave the rest of that glitter, I believe. Yeah, I got it. Woohoo! Now let's burn it again. Just where I was poking around. We'll give that 5 minutes. Alright guys. That is that. We'll let all this cure up. Come back, demold it, put it together. See you guys then. Hey guys, so I put these in my dehydrator so that I could get them to cure up faster so we could go ahead and finish this video. I didn't put these in there, I just put the gold. So these are still a bit soft. This is one of the glow-in-the-dark fidget spinners. They're cute. And to put these together, I bought an extra kit of pieces. There are 2 different pieces, and you find both of those and one of these. Now this will go right around that. Put it on the front, and that will slide right down in there, and then you can snap this together. But I don't want to put it together yet because it's still soft. You can see they still bend, so I want them to completely cure up. Isn't that neat? And you could take other colors and put down in these little areas if you wanted to. No bubbles. That is awesome. That is cool. Okay. Just move all those out of the way. This one is a gear. That is so neat. 3 different glitter colors. Okay, this is the one that I put the white glittery back on it. You can see I've got some trimming to do. I think they'll just pop right off. All of these are flat on the back, which is awesome. Different glitters there. Now, these are the ones. Okay. Yeah, I've got a little trimming on all of them to do. There's a few little places. Oh, that is so cool. Love how that shines when the light hits it. And this one's got a little cleanup too. I'll just let every one of those cure up completely and then I'll peel them off. Isn't that neat? Okay. Now I'm just going to show you one of the butterflies and then I'm going to demold the rest. That gorgeous, that gold. And this was done with just a little bit of resin that you normally wouldn't have been able to do anything with. And get the next one out here. These are so pretty. I think the gold is my favorite so far that I've made. They're so shiny and sparkly. Almost, and then we'll get our shaker. We'll see if he's cured up enough that we can put him together. I don't want to put a gold one in there since I made him gold. Okay. Little shaker turtle. No, he's got to cure some more. He's really, really soft. I've got a hair on him. Okay. Isn't he cute? Alrighty, guys. I'm going to let all of these completely cure. And then I'm going to put everything together. And this is my back that I made. Let's see. And it will fit. That is awesome. Got to get it back out now. Alright, guys. We'll let all this cure up. And then I'll put it all together. And I will show you guys some photos at the end. And I will see you all for the next video. So, bye for now. Hey guys, so I got all of these put together and they all spin. I think they're cool. Love the way the glitter looks when you spin these. Isn't that pretty? It almost makes it look like it's got lights. But they've all turned out fabulous. And then with my turtle, I put in some of the black beads that I get from Laura's Art Corner. I put in some of the glass shard, the large, but it kind of stuck to the bottom. And then I put in one of our white butterflies that we had made on another video. And that's it. And he's a little shaker. Alrighty guys, that's it. I'll take some pictures and I'll see you guys back for the next video. Bye for now.